Hey, what's up, pageant patrons? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to Hi JR Sings. I'm Isaac, and thank you for watching today's video. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that continued support. We are just shy of the prelims for Miss Universe, and I'm always anxious. I started doing this last year, and the prelims, I'm always anxious about that because certainly there are the ladies that I'm looking at, but there's always these standout performances, and that's really what I'm anxious to see. Before I kind of talk about that, the new crown was introduced yesterday. And so at first I was not sure what I thought about it, or what I should think about it. As a musician, I always like to see that creative effort across the arts. And in this case, it is a crown, and a jeweler, I think it was Jules Mayer created the crown, the Filipino jeweler. And so it was very interesting to see. I think it is called the Light of Infinity. And it's very interesting. And so I kind of looked around social media to see if anybody else was liking it. And just like with anything else, everybody has an opinion. Some like it, some don't. And so I just sort of looked at it. I was like, well, what do I think about it? And I have to say that I do like it. I do respect the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, there are 23 pearls. I like my notes. There are, the South Sea pearls, which is what the Philippines is known for. And I think there's 23 of them, and in the crown. And, it has, wavy lines, and it's a really nice looking crown. So I don't know if I should be hung up on that or not. I don't really get hung up on the crown. It's a gorgeous crown. I was trying to find out how much it costs, and the figure that I saw was around $5 million American dollars. So I'm not sure how true that is. I looked at a couple of articles, Filipino articles as well, but I didn't see one that mentioned the price or the cost. So if you know how much it costs, please let me know. I'm interested in that. And I've only heard just one, just the 5 million, just that one figure. So if just kind of let me know. It's just interesting to me how much it costs. I know that those, again, Philippines is known for those South Sea pearls. That is one of the main things that the Philippines is known for when it comes to jewels, and it takes a long time to create those pearls. But I have to say, so here's what I think. I think there is a certain simplicity about the crown that I like. And naturally, it has the curvy lines, and it has the pearls right in the center. It has a pearl. It almost, I believe it's called a Light of Infinity. And it almost looks like a sun with rays coming out of it. And to me, you can it's sort of symbolic, a new dawning, if you will, and the word infinity, meaning forever. And so to me, it is rather interesting. Now, is it, some big gaudy thing? No, there's a certain simplicity about it. And there is something to be said for simplicity. It's an elegant looking crown. The curves are nice. I'm not a jeweler. So, I'm looking at it. It's a nice piece of jewelry. And I think it is going to look very nice on top of any of the beautiful ladies that's there. Then I begin to think about the Filipinos that I know. And when I say there is a certain simplicity, a lot of people in the Philippines are, one of the big industries there besides tourism is, farmland. People have farmland and things like that. And so I think there's a certain simplicity whenever you talk to farmers or people that work the land. They're very simple. The basic needs are met. And so here it is. We have this wonderful, simple crown. That's worth, let's just use the figure, since I don't know, that's $5 million. And so if you take that simplicity, and I think about the Filipinos that I know, they're doctors and nurses and all of that, but they're just living simple lives. They want to be great people. They want to be great family members, and they just want to have a good life. And so when I think about that simplicity, that's kind of what I think about when I see the crown, because again, every culture has its sort of the opposite of simplicity. It's very chaotic. But that crown is not very chaotic. It's the curves are very simple, as I said before. And so, but the Filipinos that I know, most of them, I mean, you can't be complicated. Anybody can be complicated. But what I'm saying is, we're in one aspect, we're all the same. We're all people. And I think when you think about the simplicity of life, we all have to live. We all have to eat. We all have to drink. We all, bleed red. When you think about that kind of simplicity, that's what I think about when I see the crown. Now, maybe I'm putting too much into the crown, but there's a simple elegance to it that I like. And when I think about that simple elegance and think about how it was created by a Filipino jeweler, that's what I tend to think about. I just think about all the fun that I've had when I've gone to the Philippines. Just regular people doing regular stuff, trying to have great lives, and they're just doing their things. And so if you think about that kind of simplicity, maybe that's what the jeweler was going for. I have no idea, but jewelers, just like any artist, they have creative license, and so that's what I think about when I think about the crown. And when I think about that simplicity as well, I think about Chelsea Manalo. And I've been thinking about the outfits that she has worn. And if you look at her outfits that she has worn, one, they have been very simple. They have been very elegant. They have been very classy. They've been tailored to her body style. And she wears them so well. Talk about a wonderful representative of the Philippines. I have not really seen her in any gaudy styles. I don't even think they've been just sort of out there in your face, but there's a certain refinement that they have. Again, it is that simplicity. She has worn her outfits well. I think one of my best ones is probably, I think it's a gold evening gown that she's in, and she just radiates that beauty that so many Filipino women have. And so as the prelims get underway in about a half a day or so, it is going to be interesting to see how that simplicity plays on the stage. I bet that there's going to be something different that Chelsea Manalo does. I don't think we've seen everything that she has to offer. I can tell you, I just believe that when she gets on that stage, there's going to be something. She's going to show us something that we haven't seen yet. We've seen her walk. Her pasarela. We've seen her walk. We've seen her talk. But any good contestant knows you don't give 100% until the actual contest. So when she steps out on that stage, I am looking forward to see what she does. I think that she's going to carry that simplicity with her, but I also think that she's going to surprise us, and I want to see what that surprise is. So the crown is simplistic. Chelsea Manalo, with her humble manner, and even Latinos are talking about how she radiates this beauty, and it has been wonderful to see that positivity that everyone is with which they are talking about Chelsea Manalo. So, hopefully I'm not, taking too much of your time, but I think that when we think about sort of this simplicity of the crown, how interesting would it be if the crown created by a Filipino jeweler actually ended up on Chelsea Manalo, the first Black Miss Universe contestant from the Philippines. I think it's going to be an interesting performance. I think the downfall is going to be because Philippines has that strong sash factor, and a lot of attention has been shown to Chelsea Manalo. I think that if she falters in any kind of way, everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, well, she couldn't handle the pressure. We knew that she wasn't going to do this and she wasn't going to do that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's going to place fairly high in the ratings. And so I'm going to be watching it just like you, and you can let me know what you think. How do you think Chelsea Manalo is going to do? I think she's in my top 5, if I'm not mistaken. I have it here somewhere. I know she's in my top 5. Now, naturally, I want her to win, and so I think Miss Peru or somebody else is in my top 5, and I haven't really released the top 5. But anyway, the contest is going to start, and it is that simplicity, that simple elegance that I think that Chelsea Manalo, she brings to the crown. But I think if she happens to win, it is that simple elegance that is going to really showcase who she is and what she's able to bring to the crown. And so, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Do you even like the crown? Do you think it's ugly? Do you think it's too simple? Do you think it's gaudy? Or do you think it's a simple design? Do you like the fact about a Filipino jeweler designed the crown? I would love to know your thoughts about this. And but again, I like it. It's a simple elegance, and I think that you can look at it as a representative of the simplicity of the farm life, maybe of the Philippines. And so, like I said, I may be looking too much into the design of the crown, but I like the fact that it's not gaudy. I like the fact that it's not over the top. I like the fact that it has simple lines. It's supposed to be a beautiful crown, and it's a beautiful crown. But $5 million is still a pricey crown. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing Chelsea Manalo in prelims and the rest of the competition. Let me know what you guys think, and I do appreciate you watching. So consider giving me a like, and it helps that algorithm. And thank you for watching today's video. I'm Isaac. Peace.